The message from Cairo couldn't have been louder. It comes straight from Egyptian President Abdel Fattah El-Sisi himself. During a high-profile ceremony marking the 52nd anniversary of the 1973 Arab-Israeli war, El-Sisi stunned many in Israel and beyond by warning that there can be no real peace in the Middle East without justice for the Palestinians. Standing before military officials and diplomats, El-Sisi did something really few Arab leaders openly do these days. He praised the United States for its brave and fair efforts just to end decades of the conflict, but immediately turned the spotlight on what he called the core issue, the Palestinian question. He said that peace cannot simply be imposed by force because peace builds on fear and oppression only breeds resettlement. Now, his comments comes just days after Hamas leaders held secret talks with Arab officials from Egypt, Qatar and Jordan over the ongoing war in Gaza. While details remain really sketchy, insiders say that the meetings were aimed at finding a unified Arab position as Israel continues its military operations in the Strip. Cairo has been under growing pressure from both the US and Arab allies to mediate a lasting truce and prevent a wider regional war. However, El-Sisi's speech, he went further than he was expected to. He reminded everybody that Egypt, the first Arab nation to sign a peace deal with Israel in 1979, has always tied that peace to a broader regional settlement. Let me quote what he said. True peace cannot exist without a Palestinian state, with East Jerusalem as its capital. It was a diplomatic but very firm reminder that normalization with Israel has limits and that Arab patience, it is wearing thin. Behind the scenes, Egyptian officials, they are really frustrated. The Gaza border crisis has spilled over into Egypt's Sinai region. Now, this particular region where security forces are battling smuggling networks and militant activities. Egypt fears that if Gaza collapses completely, hundreds of thousands of Palestinians could flood across its border, creating a humanitarian disaster that Cairo is desperate to avoid. In the meantime, Israel's leadership is reportedly unsettled by El-Sisi's tone. Analysts in Tel Aviv say that this is one of the toughest speeches the Egyptian president has ever delivered since the Gaza war began. A clear signal that even long-time partners are losing patience with Israel's approach. For the US, for its part, welcomed El-Sisi's commitment to peace, but Washington also knows that his message carries a warning that no amount of diplomacy or military might can actually erase the Palestinian cause. In essence, El-Sisi's statement was more than just an anniversary speech. It was a strategic declaration. As Hamas reaches out to Arab capitals and Israel faces growing isolation, Egypt has just reminded the entire world of one uncomfortable truth. Without a fair deal for Palestinians, peace in Middle East will always remain an illusion. So, the question now is this: will anybody listen? Because if history has taught us anything, it's that ignoring Cairo's warning never ends well for the entire region.